If you are a business that books appointments, then you will want to set up your calendar system next. Our platform can integrate with both Google Calendar and Outlook to sync appointments. If you already input events and appointments on one of those calendar systems, those appointments can be synced and pulled into our platform to make sure that you are not double booking your time slots. By now, you should have your integrations set up and your personal calendar and availability settings configured. If you haven't already, make sure to go back and watch the integrations and personal profile videos. Once you have all of that set, it's time to set up your online booking system. There is a lot to go over on setting up the calendars, so this may be a bit of a longer video than the previous ones. There are two ways to get to your calendar settings. You can click on Calendars on the left menu, and then along the top, click on Calendar Settings. Or you can click on Settings, and then click Calendars. There are two types of calendars that you can create. Let's start with the regular calendars. To create a calendar, simply click on New Calendar. Give the calendar a name and a description. You will want to name your calendar based on the type of appointments you will book with this calendar. For example, if it is a 1-hour consultation, you can title it 1-hour consultation or 60-minute consultation. The appointment title by default will automatically be the name of the contact who booked the appointment. You can add to this as well, such as adding the calendar name here so that it appears as such on your calendar. You can add your meeting location here, such as an address, or specify that this will be a phone call. Under Link to Calendar, select the calendar that you wish to sync your events to. For sync options, I recommend leaving it set to one-way sync. This will check your integrated calendar's availability, but will not trigger any reminder sequences from events that are booked on your external calendar. It will, however, add any appointments booked through our system into your Google or Outlook calendar. Click Save and Continue when you are finished setting up this page. On this next page, we will set the event type, availability, and time slot settings. First, select the duration of your appointment. For a 1-hour appointment, select 1 hour. Slot intervals will determine at what times on the calendar that somebody can book. For example, if it is set to 30 minutes, it will show available appointments on the hour and on the half hour. You can also add a buffer between appointments so that if you have back-to-back meetings, you have a little bit of breathing room. Depending on your business, you may be able to take multiple appointments in the same time slot. If you can add that number here. In most cases, it will be 1 appointment per slot. You can also select a maximum number of appointments allowed per day. When the total number of appointments has been met, the calendar will show no more times available. Under Scheduling Notice, you can set a minimum amount of notice that you need for somebody to book an appointment. Leave it blank if any amount of notice is okay. If you need appointments to be booked at least 1 day in advance, for example, select 1 day. The date range allows you to select a maximum amount of time in the future that somebody can book an appointment. If you don't take appointments more than 5 days out, you can set your date range to 5 days. Under Office Hours, you can set specific availability for this particular type of event. Using our 1-hour consultation example, perhaps you only do those appointments on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. You would set the availability like this. Once you have configured these settings to your liking, click Save and Continue. For form settings, by default, when a contact books an appointment on your calendar, it will ask for name, email, and phone number. If you need more information than this, you can set up a custom form in the Form Builder section of our platform. You can toggle Sticky Contact on if you will be using this calendar in a sales funnel. If the contact has completed a form previous to the calendar to become a lead and is then met with the option to book on your calendar, Sticky Contact will pre-fill the calendar form with their contact information. Be warned, however, if you use this calendar internally for bookings at any time, you do not want to turn on Sticky Contact, as it will override the same contact each time you book a new appointment. For notification and additional options, you can allow the calendar to auto-confirm appointments. However, if you would like to confirm the appointments yourself, you can uncheck this, and each new appointment will need to be checked and confirmed manually. If you would like to receive an email alert for new bookings, you can enter any emails that are to receive the alerts in this field here. If you are using Google Calendar, you can allow Google Calendar to send invitations and updates to any attendees by checking this box. If you would like to allow for reschedules and cancellations, leave these options checked as well. Under Additional Notes, you can add any specific notes regarding this event type that you wish to be added to the appointment information for the contact. By default, it will have their phone and email as well as links for rescheduling or canceling the appointment. If you uncheck Allow Reschedule and Allow Cancellation, you'll notice those disappear from the additional notes. If you wish to run Facebook ads that lead to your calendar, you can enter your Facebook Pixel ID here to track any calendar bookings. Custom code is more for advanced users, and most people don't need to worry about this field. However, if you would like to customize the look and feel of your calendar with CSS or JavaScript, you can do that here. Lastly, under Form Submissions, you will select what happens once the appointment is booked. You can redirect the contact to a specific page in a funnel or to your website, or simply display a thank you message that you can customize here. Once you are done with these settings, click Complete. You will now see your calendar listed here. To preview the calendar, you can click on the calendar ID, which is the random numbers and letters posted below. This will open the calendar in a new tab. You can copy and paste the URL here to use as your calendar, or if you have access to funnels and websites in your package, you can also add a calendar element directly into a funnel page or a web page. Now that we have the calendars set up, let's book an appointment to show you a couple more things. You can go ahead and open up one of your calendar links as well and test booking an appointment yourself. Then go back to your dashboard and select Calendars. You should be able to see the appointment that you just booked showing on your calendar. You can also click Appointments at the top for a list of appointments. You can see the name of the contact, the date that they booked, the date and time of the appointment, who the appointment is assigned to if it was booked on a group calendar, and any notes that the contact may have added. Next to each appointment, you'll also notice an appointment status dropdown. If you unchecked the auto-confirm appointments in your settings, this will be blank and outlined in red. This is where you can manually confirm the appointment by selecting Confirmed. You can also reschedule, cancel, and delete appointments from here, as well as mark whether they showed or no-showed for the appointment. There are a couple of different spots as well that you can internally book appointments on your calendars. You can use the links directly yourself, or on the Calendars page, you'll notice that there is a Book Appointment button in the top right. You can click that and either add a new contact, or you can select from an existing one. Let's pick an existing contact. From here, you can now select which calendar you would like to book on, select a date and time for the appointment, and give the appointment a title. You can also add notes for the appointment, and under Additional Preferences, you can set the appointment status to confirmed or unconfirmed, and also set a custom meeting location. Once you have filled in the appointment information, just click Book Appointment. You can also book appointments in 2 other locations. If you navigate to your Conversations inbox and select a conversation with a contact, You will also notice a Book Appointment button in the bottom right corner. This will bring up the same appointment window as before, except the contact will already be selected. You can book the appointment accordingly. You can also go to your contacts. Select a contact from this list, and from this screen, click on Appointments in the very top right. If the contact has an appointment booked, they will be listed here. You can also book an appointment from here by clicking Add New. Once again, this will open up the same booking window as before. That concludes setting up your calendar system.